Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's how we do. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my duck off the crib, the spot, the pad. But my house is your house if you throwing it back. Excuse me if my home draining is sad. Soon as these happy faces land, you can run with the cash. Home run, slam dunk, touchdown pass. Mi casa es tu casa, so it ain't no holding back. Another shot of vodka, you know what's in my glass. It's my house, just relax. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go. Cheers to this. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. You heard me? We ain't gotta go out, 'cause what? Welcome to my house. What? Welcome to my house. It's my house.
Oh my gosh. Baby, let me. I did it again, so I'm gonna let go. Oh my, baby, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love you. Baby, I can break you down. There's so many ways to love ya. Got me like, oh my God, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my God. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh. I fell in love with Shawty when I seen her on the dance floor. She was dancing sexy, pop, pop, poppin', dropping, dropping low. Never ever has a lady hit me on the first sight. This was something special. This was just like dynamite. Honey got a booty like pow, pow, pow. Honey got some boobies like wow, oh wow. Girl, you know I'm loving your style. Check, 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 checking you out like, oh, she got it all. Sexy from my head to toe. And I want it all and all and all. Baby, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love you. Baby, I can break you down. There's so many in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my gosh. You make me wanna say, you make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh.
Go so hard for honey, out of all the girls up in the club. This one got me hooked, just off of one look, if I fell in love. This one's something special, this one just like dynamite. Out of sight, fell in love with honey like my, oh my. Honey looking wonderful, fly, so fly. Honey like a supermodel, my, oh my. Baby, how you do that, make a grown man cry.
Oh, baby, you got it all. Sexy from my head to toe. And I want it all, no, no. So honey, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love you. Baby, I can break it down. There's so many ways to love you. Got me like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, oh my gosh.
Oh my God, I did it again, so I'm gonna let go.
Oh my. Oh, oh, oh my, 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 my. Oh my God. Oh, oh, oh my. Oh, oh, oh my, 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 my. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh, oh my. Oh, oh, oh my, 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 my. Oh my gosh.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rocky Parada, and welcome to the Blue Cross Arena at the War Memorial for today's game with your 2016 World Champions, the Rochester RazorSharks. Sharks taking on the Washington Warhawks. Fans, the ushers, and security staff on duty today have been asked to enforce the following rules, and the Rochester RazorSharks ask for your cooperation. There will be no standing in the aisles of the arena while the game is in progress. The Blue Cross Arena is a smoke-free facility. A smoking area is available off the upper atrium near Broad Street. The use of alcoholic beverages not legally sold within the arena, the throwing of any objects on the court, and the use of obscene language is strictly prohibited. Persons violating these rules will be subject to immediate ejection from the arena and may face any penalty, fine, or arrest provided for by law. The Rochester RazorSharks and the staff of the Blue Cross Arena ask for your cooperation with our ushers and security staff in the enforcement of these rules, and sincerely hope you enjoy today's game. And now, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by TJT Photography, please welcome to the court your 2017 Rochester Lady Sharks. And now, please welcome your favorite shark. Here is Finley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting five for the Washington Warhawks. A 5'11" guard from Harris Stowe State University, number 1, Dominic Phillips. A 6'4" guard from Bridgewater College, number 3, Dominic Trawick. A 6'5" forward from Bridgewater College, number 12, Michael Blighty. A 6'5" forward from Syracuse, number 32, Bryant Osei. And in the middle at 6'8" from St. Mary's, number 33, Jacoby Wells. The head coach of the Warhawks is Deshaun Branch. Ladies and gentlemen, the Washington Warhawks.
The RazorSharks held a 1-0 lead over the Lake Michigan Admirals. With a win at home, the Sharks would take home their 3rd straight league title. Lake Michigan got out to an early lead, extending into the second quarter. But Rochester closed the gap and entered halftime deadlocked with the Admirals at 40-40. After a tight third quarter, the game was winding down fast, with neither team able to take a comfortable lead. With a minute to go in the fourth, the RazorSharks took a lead with a 3-pointer. A crazy home stretch that included a technical foul and missed free throws by both teams led to a 93-92 Sharks lead with only seconds remaining. Lake Michigan had one final opportunity to get a shot off at the buzzer, but it's blocked by Rochester, giving them the victory. The RazorSharks were PBL 3-peat champions.
And now, here is the starting 5 for your 2017 Rochester RazorSharks. A 6'2" guard from Sam Houston State, number 2, Corey Allman. A 6'6" forward from West Virginia State, number 12, James Helton. A 6'10" forward from St. John's, number 44, Derek Coker. The big man in the middle at 7 foot from Washington State, number 14, Jordan Raleigh. And a 6-foot guard from Tennessee, Chattanooga, number 4, Jace Crouch. The head coach of your RazorSharks is Chris Iverson. The assistant coaches are Jason Saunter and Clay Pitanero. The director of basketball operations is Matt Cahill. The trainer is Kathy Fabrizio. And the equipment manager is Robbie Richards. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your hats as our nation's colors are presented today by Troop 167. And now performing the Star-Spangled Banner, Hannah Glossner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The officials for today's game are Michael Martin, Matthew Schmidt, and Harold Trumbull.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Rochester RazorSharks broadcast network here at the Blue Cross Arena. The Premier Basketball League champion Rochester RazorSharks are set to take on their second game of the year here, of the season, and, of course, their home game here in Rochester. Tariq Spence, John Broome with you here today. For the RazorSharks, an impressive just blowout on New Year's Eve against the Hurricane. But in comes a new opponent, Washington's Warhawks. So the Warhawks will be here tonight and should be a nice contest. Thank you for those who were able to either brave the elements of the weather, get in here, or watch online at RazorSharks.com. Should be a fun one here today as the RazorSharks try to make it 2 in a row, and it'll be Millie and Wells to jump it off, and Rochester will control it with Jerice Crouch running the point.
The Warhawks man-to-man defense.
Coker moving it around, ends up in Helton's hands. He pulls up jumper. It's good. So James Helton starts off the RazorSharks scoring here today.
Wide open jump shot, no contester. Very good defense there by the Warhawks.
Lively hands defensively, and then Dele Coker tried to run before he can get control of it. That doesn't always go well. Rochester 128 points in their first game when they beat the Hurricane. Defensively impressive too, only allowed them to score 75 points.
They played much better as the game went on, definitely. They had the first game jitters and came out and played much better the second, third, fourth quarters.
Pull-up jumper is good. Nice outside shot by Trowick. And so Dominic Trowick and Dominic Phillips running the backcourt. Really can't get it. Off the side of the rim, up the court come the Warhawks. Nice pass, contact, ball floats around, ends up in Washington's hands. Back shot, backboard is no good. Ugly shot. Trying to force it up there. Crouch ran into good defense.
Oh, nice play. Coker filling and Crouch gave him a nice feed.
That's Coker running the floor too. A big man that knows how to run the floor and knows Jerice will always find a way out of trouble.
Yeah, good point guard always rewards his big guy for running the floor.
Phillips running the point now for Washington, left wing. And they pass it back and forth. And that's out of bounds. Will it be? Yes, Washington basketball. So for the RazorSharks, getting things moving early, not really going into their system yet. A lot of outside jumper by Helton, and running the floor for Coker gets rewarded from Crouch. Pull-up jumper is no good. Rebounded, put back. A lot of defensive and offensive opportunities off the board.
Yeah, starting again like they did in the first game, giving up a lot of second chance points, keeping a team around that you really should be dominating the boards, especially with the size advantage that Rochester has.
Trying to get it down low, knocked away. Here comes Washington. Phillips stops and out of bounds, and it will be Washington basketball. Trying to give it to Wells down low on the feed.
And the ball, I think, went all the way out to Court Street.
It's all right. Trust me, it'll be frozen when it gets out there, so it won't go much farther.
And here comes the official back.
Pull-up jumper is good. Nice outside touch.
Again, not uncontested jump shot. Didn't really get out to the shooter on that time.
Obladi with the shot, Michael. And Jerice Crouch, top of the key. Pull-up jumper is good.
Rayleigh's got that outside game. He can step out there and shoot that.
Seen a lot of bigs now starting to get very comfortable with their shot. In every level of basketball, I'm seeing a lot of good shooting bigs.
Yeah, it's something that a lot of teams work on now. They let. It used to be you didn't let your big guy shoot outside. Now everybody likes to have him do it.
That jumper no good off the top of the backboard. Back the other way come the RazorSharks. Crouch bounce pass through traffic. Didn't make it to help.
Not a good decision there. Should have just kicked it up to the wing to Corey.
Phillips underneath. Blocked. RazorSharks. Coker got the shot to be altered, and it was just enough to get the piece of it.
Nice floater by Jerice.
Has the floater always been around, and has it just come back, or is it just a shot I'm just seeing a lot more players, smaller players use?
Yeah, I think it's one of the things a lot guys used to do it, but now people actually work on it. It's you'll run drills with floaters that actually work on that shot, where I think guys used to kind of do it just out on the playground.
Jumper no good. RazorSharks up 8-6. Helton has to control the ball himself before he goes out of bounds. Crouch wants a three. In. Big shot from Jerice Crouch from outside. And a timeout for Washington. So an 11-6 lead for Rochester. Seems like they're just getting into the flow of their offense. Not really doing a lot, setting a lot of plays. Comfortable working together has resulted in these 11 points for Rochester.
Getting a lot of things in their early transition, which is something that they like to do. They like to try to score early. We're working on those things in practice the other day. You can see that Coach Iverson was really emphasizing we want to get early offense.
Practice. It's always interesting. Last few practices you've been to, guys love to get into it with one another, challenge one another, make themselves a little bit better. It's a little verbal, nothing physical. It's always an intense atmosphere for practice.
And you need that because, especially when you don't play for a week, to try to keep that intensity up, you want to do things in practice to try to at least get the guys getting after each other competitively. And I think we saw that the other day in practice when we were there. Guys were definitely getting after each other, which was a good thing. Especially having yesterday's game canceled.
Yeah.
They had an extra day that they had to wait to play again, even though they were on a bus for 6-7 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
Getting turned around before they could actually get there.
Come on back. I tell you, the weather did present an issue early this morning. We were out driving around. If Providence had anything what we were dealing with, you'd want to turn around and go home too. Because even if your team has, make it there, you got to wonder how many fans are going to be able to show up as well with the weather conditions that bad, all the snow.
Well, and then even trying to get back for their game today might have been issues too. So it's probably a good decision to cancel yesterday.
RazorSharks here today. More people continue to file in here at the Blue Cross Arena. Rochester up by 5. 3, left wing, no good. Rebound at Coker, skies for it. 7:45 left to go, 1st quarter. Crouch with it. Get it down low. Coker Pull-up jumper is good. So the big men shooting from outside. Rochester extends their lead 13-6.
Jordan's going to make good decisions there. He really can find open people. He's really smart with the basketball.
Phillips with it. Left wing. Kind of moving around.
Good switch there by Corey.
4 on the shot clock. And they can't get it off. So the RazorSharks defense rotating. We saw a little bit of that in practice last time. I believe it was on Friday. And they were working on that defensive stops.
Yeah. And, good switch by Corey. They didn't react well to it, and you were able to get the shot clock violation.
Jarice Crouch with a 3. 7 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
Not too often you're going to see him miss something that wide open.
Phillips, crossover, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Helton, who mistimed it, but nobody underneath for Washington to go get it. Crouch. Another one. That's no good. Rebounded. Back comes Washington. Phillips is going to push it. Doesn't have the numbers. Swings it over. One extra pass. That's no good. Front rim. Back the other way, RazorSharks. They have the numbers. Corey Ullman for 3. Don't do that. In and out. Corey Ullman. Talk about not missing from 3.
Yeah.
Open.
It's about as close as you can get to making it without making it.
Stop, pop, backboard.
A little push off there. Got away with it.
6 minutes left to go first quarter. Rochester up by 5. 13-8. Helton will take a 3. No good. Rebounded by Washington. Back up the court come the Warhawks. Crossover. Phillips, lefty, jumper, no good. Rebound. Dangerous pass. Corey Ullman still gets it. Gives it up to Helton. Left alone. They're not going to stop him.
Washington looking like they had a little long bus ride. Not a lot of energy so far here in this first quarter after the first couple possessions. Not getting back there on defense.
Can't allow these RazorSharks to do that.
No, this could get ugly quick if they don't pick up the energy level.
Got to make some outside shots. That's no good. That's not going to help. Or is it a pass? Nope, it's a block by Dele Coker. Back the other way. Helton driving. Left alone and in for 2. And so timeout. So Washington's got to think about it. Down by 9, 17-8. 4:56 left to go here in the first quarter. Rochester in control for now. Rest of the first quarter coming up next here on the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network. Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, Rochester leading it 17-8 over Washington. 4:50 left to go here in this first quarter. Tariq Spence, John Boone with you here today as the RazorSharks try to make it 2 in a row. stolen away. Ullman comes up with it. They're right on him at that three-point line, guarding him close. Holmes can't get that to go off the backboard. The other way come the Warhawks.
Call a timeout to run a play and turn the ball over. Not what the Warhawks wanted to do last possession.
Side of the rim, that's no good. They can't get anything to go down from outside. Ullman thought about it, drives towards the hole, back out. Poker for three. That's no good. Not really his shot.
Well, he sees Jordan shooting, so he wants to shoot him now.
Can it start getting contagious amongst the team? You know, it's okay to be a big man and work in that paint and get some rebounds and dunks.
Nothing wrong with doing that either.
Turnarounds, you know. They go in too. Off the dribble, step back, pass down low, knocked away. Who's going to dive for it? Tie up, jump ball.
Love Coker's effort, but he's just on both ends. He's nonstop.
I've never seen three players, though, know that if we all dive for this ball, we're going to collide. With no helmets on, and one of us is going to get for a concussion. When this ball ends up on the ground, you got three guys, I don't want to dive that hard for it.
Yeah. John just figured he'd come in late and grab somebody.
Yeah, that's funny. If it pops up, I'll just grab it and go. Coker wins the tip. Helton gets the ball. 3:50 left to go, and he goes right to the hole. James Helton, smooth.
Not much resistance on the defensive end there.
And 11-point lead for the RazorSharks. Trying to find somebody. They do. Three, corner is good. So Reese Patrick from outside helping out. 9-point lead now for Rochester. John Ivey with the ball, top of the key. Right side, Ullman. Down low, Coker. Coker using his forced foul. Are they going to count it? Yes, they will. So Dele Coker.
Oh, no, I guess they did call it on the floor.
Oh, no. Let's see here on the replay what it is. Decky will get it, but they're not going to give him the continuation.
Not sure when the whistle blew. He must be saying he blew it when he first put it on the floor before he started the motion to shoot.
Biggs, three. That's no good. Rebounded. Back comes Washington.
I'd like to see him get in the flow of the game before taking that shot.
Ricci. Back out. Thought about it. Step back. Nope, not there. Holmes all over him defensively. Out of bounds. Stolen away. Picked up by Holmes. Back over to Ivy. Ivy thought about it. For three. That's in and out, no good. Tipped away to Washington behind the back and then fouled.
Getting a little too happy with the threes the last couple possessions. I'd like to see him attack the basket a little bit more instead of just settling for the quick three like that.
19-10, 2:35 left to go here first quarter. Rochester with the lead. Back with the rest of the first quarter coming up next here on the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network.
Environmentally responsible and cost-efficient products available. All right, fans, it is time for another edition of Finley's Fast Feet. Finley's going to be racing three contestants to the end of the court. Whoever wins will be our grand prize winner, and Finley has never won. Will this be his time? Welcome, Anton, Demaya, and Junior. On your mark, get set, and go! Finley's got a chance. Oh my, he's dropping back. Look at this. We have a winner. All right, congratulations. Nice job by all our contestants. And Finley, I don't know.
Just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. just why. Don't believe me, just why.
Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, 19-10, Rochester with the lead, 2:33 left to go here in the first quarter. It's a long three, no good, but tracked down by Washington.
Coming out of the timeout, only one starter on the floor for the RazorSharks. That bode well for them in the first game against Chautauqua. The bench gave them great minutes and really pushed them out.
Warhawks not able to hit from outside. That's going to be a problem if it continues the rest of the way. Ivy in traffic, could get it to go, but gets the foul. Gets right back up.
Good take by John. Again, attacking the basket. They're not, settling just for a three-point shot.
You know, one of the interesting things after last game for the RazorSharks, their win, John Ivy was one of the players we talked to after. He was the player we talked to after the game. Played so well, had a lot of fans here, and a lot of people happy to see him back on the court. He had a devastating knee injury and missed a lot of his time at Brockport with it, and had to work himself back into shape, had to work himself back into it mentally. And that's the toughest thing about this. When, athletes do get hurt, working yourself back into it. He had an amazing story. We talked for a little bit afterwards.
Yeah,
how much he had to work to get back.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's more the mental part, because the physical part, they use, he'll get better. It's trusting that knee and everything's going to hold up, and obviously he's done a good job of working at it.
Three, no good front rim. Warhawks not able to get any shots going down. That cannot be a problem. 10-point lead for Rochester, 20-10. Woodson with it, driving, gets his defender in the air, and goaltending.
He's going to be a tough matchup for anybody on the Warhawks. Dominic's just so big and strong. And you saw it right there.
Zuborn Atiki with the block. Unfortunately, it was on the way down. RazorSharks defense. Block there. Boy, it's resulted in a one and done for the Washington Warhawks. Nice pass off the hands of Helton. Back foot. It's out of bounds. It'll be RazorSharks basketball.
Good defense there.
Yeah,
pushing up. Helton did a great job of, really pushing up on the ball handler and forcing him to bounce it off his foot.
And so some wholesale changes. Starters come right back in for Washington with 1:11 left to go here in the first quarter. Ivy off the dribble. High layup and good. No foul called. Coach Iverson wants an and one. He's not going to get it. John gets right back up.
Nice take. Nice use of the left hand there, too.
Foul call there on the other end.
Foul call on the Sharks, number 25, Deborah Biggs.
So Biggs will get the foul. You see it here. Goes right at the arm. And
it's put two hands on a guy dribbling at you. Call that.
First free throw is good by Trowick. If you're Washington, you got to find your offense somewhere in this game.
They've gone a long time between points there.
Shot does not go, so it remains a 13-point deficit for Washington. Ivy, top of the key to Biggs. Down low, Woodson. Woodson using the body, turns. Blocked from behind.
Good help there by Trowick. I'd like to see Dominic go just a little bit quicker on the move so the help can't get there.
Ivy to inbounds. 42 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, but 10 on the shot clock. Woodson, pull-up jumper is good. So Dominic Woodson from outside. Phillips runs into a double team, swings it around. Step back jumper, no good. Rebounded Woodson. Help, been streaking all day, and he gets fouled.
Good rebound, good outlet by Dominic Woodson there. See if they'll hold for one shot here to end the quarter.
Ivy with it. 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. 6, 5, 4, 3. He lost it, goes out of bounds. So he was looking for the layup to go up. 1.2 left. Not a lot of time for the Warhawks, and they're not going to get it off. And so that's where the first quarter ends. Rochester with a 15-point lead, 26-11. Second quarter coming up next. Can Washington find their offense? Did it get into town? We'll find out next here on the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network. How much time left? 12 minutes? Okay, they just started second quarter. I tell you. We got the ball? Eli's got the ball? Midfield? Good.
Like to see John kick that last possession.
Yeah. I thought that's what he was going to do, and then he looked like he was going to go to the cup all the way.
He had Biggs standing by himself.
Yeah. My wife gives me a little play-by-play. Like they're losing right now. I think it's 38-23. But they're playing a good team. They're just, you see that. You'd be surprised going to games how many times you see, parents yelling at the ref, or coaches going at it. People going at it with coaches. I mean, it gets a little tense.
Also, I think it was in California the one year. They banned the parents from the Little League. They said the kids had more fun.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. It would hurt me, but he probably would. What's the first thing they say to you after the game? Oh, did you have fun? Yeah. Oh. I like to see it. Oh, well.
I used to run a February break camp. I'd never let them play 5-on-5. I called it a skills clinic.
Yeah.
And
back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, getting ready to start the second quarter. Rochester up by 15, 26-11 over the Washington Warhawks. And you alluded to it earlier, John, the fact that, the offense for the Warhawks, this score could be worse. It could actually be worse than what we're seeing right now. A 15-point lead after one quarter. Is the offense going to show up here in the second quarter?
They need to get some more effort is what they really need to do. They've been playing awfully flat and just not really doing much, and they don't get it. They're one and done. Rochester's done a great job of controlling the boards. And with their size advantage, they should control the boards.
Ivy running the point now for Rochester. Chichester checks in. He's got it now, knocked away, but gets it back. Down low to Woodson. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Washington.
I'd like to see him attack with his size more instead of settling for the jump shot.
Phillips. Cross-court pass, jumper, no good. Rebounded by Rochester.
And again, one and done.
I was talking to a number of people about basketball. One of the things that I've heard a lot, how important it is to get that defensive or offensive rebound, especially for a team that can't get their offense going. That defensive rebound keeps their offense on the shelf.
Yep. Nice penetration and kick there by Biggs of Chichester.
Rochester up by 17. Phillips left alone. He just went around Woodson. Wilson never moved his feet.
Looking over at the bench like he did something wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. Ivy, pick set by Chichester, and then back over to him. Chichester spinning, fouled. So Josh Chichester head to the free throw line. I thought it was in the act of shooting.
Yep.
As you can see there, foul.
Little contact.
So Jacoby Wells called with the foul. Chichester at the line. And first free throw is no good. Good to see him up and moving.
Re-entry for the Warhawks, number 44, Ricky Patrick.
So the RazorSharks right now, 15-point lead. Still plenty of time left to go here in this first half. Second free throw by Chichester is good.
Warhawks definitely, they need to get something going here, start making some jump shots or getting something at the basket like they did the last possession.
Phillips running through a couple picks, gets through, ends up on the floor. Big steals it away, gets it to McGill, and he cashes it in. Rashad McGill.
Good defense leads to an easy basket at the other end.
McGill. Phillips able to hold it in before it went out of bounds. 8 on the shot clock. And try to get up on him. Swinging it around. 3. No good front rim. Boy. Washington stealing his Ivy and tried to, he saw him, and that's why in quarterbacks you pass ahead.
Yeah.
He saw it to McGill as he was standing there, and unfortunately McGill was moving up towards midcourt, so it went behind him.
You either take it on the dribble or lead it to him, like you said.
Rochester swarming on defense here.
Another switch there.
Step back jumper, front rim, no good. Washington just can't get it over that front rim. Biggs fouled as he head to the hole.
They forgot the most important guy. The guy with the ball there. He was able to take it to the basket. Actually, both.
Yeah, Farrar got caught turning that head, and Biggs had the ball. It's the first rule on a fast break, stop ball. First free throw by Biggs is good. Melvin Council and John Ivy will take a seat.
And again, Coach Iverson playing just about everybody.
Second free throw by Biggs is no good. Rebounded by Chichester. Put back is good. So Josh Chichester. Rebounds have been the story of the game thus far. Rochester is getting them, and the Warhawks are not. Foul.
Again, the effort by Rochester has been very good so far, and with their size, that's a big reason why they're dominating the boards.
Rashad McGill will get the foul there. As you can see, he's swiped at the arm. So, Michael Beide at the line.
But the Warhawks, if they're going to try to get some offense going, this is what they have to try to do. They have to try to attack the basket and either draw fouls or try to create some open jump shots.
Rochester's offense, so far so good. Warhawks offense, 20-point deficit, tells you what you need to know.
Yeah.
Now cut down to 19.
15 points in 15 minutes of playing is not going to win you too many games.
Rochester's not going to take their foot off the pedal. Your long drive back to Washington. And don't get this offense moving. Farrar swings it over. At 3, this is not falling.
It's a good-looking shot, just got to make it.
Biggs 3. That's no good. Rebound picked up by Washington. Back up the court come the Warhawks. Swings it over. 3, left side. That's no good. Rebound, Rochester. A lot of one-and-dones here, as you said, John. This is not helping.
No, they're getting good shots. They're just not making them. And those last 2 jump shots were created off of good penetrations, and they're just not knocking them down.
Big set there. Jumper by McGill. Rochester back up by 21. Turnaround jumper is good. Jacoby Wells with that jumper. McGill, corner. Council thought about it. Gives it up McGill. He thinks about it. Pulls it back down. Step back jumper. No good. Front rim. Chichester, the only one over there, got it. And did enough work to keep possession for Rochester. So with 7:18 left to go here in the first half, Rochester RazorSharks up 36-17. We'll be back with more first half action coming up next here on the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network. How are we looking? What? Oh, he is? Jordy Nelson's hurt? Ooh. Violent sport. Is that Jennings running the ball? Or Perkins? Jennings. Is that a completed pass for first down? Oh, boy. They're an explosive offense. Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, 7:18 left to go here first half. Rochester leading it 36-17 over the Washington Warhawks. Rochester's been able to do it with rebounding. How is that possible? Washington's not making any shots and not getting any second opportunities to try to follow those shots up.
No, they don't have the size to match up with Rochester. Rochester's done a great job of utilizing that size advantage on both ends of the floor.
So possession is with the RazorSharks. They're set to inbound. Biggs trying to find somebody. Council 3 corner. That's no good. McGill knocked it away, able to get it back. Chichester pull up jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Washington. Up the court they come. The Warhawks. Foul.
And again, attacking the basket. Trying to create something to get some offense going, the Warhawks.
So Blaney will head to the free throw line for Washington.
And sent to the line to put up 2 number 12, Michael Whitey.
So Blaney's first free throw is good. This is how you work your way back into a game. Drive into the hole, stop the clock, get some points back at the free throw line.
He stops and come down and score. Stops and come down and score. Try to do that as much as you can.
Second free throw is good by Oblady. And Rochester leading it 36-19. Holmes to McGill. Down low. Holmes, work it, turn around, good. Sidney
Nice
Holmes.
move. Nice move with the left hand. Got him on his back and then just backed him down in that little lefty jump hook.
That Jumper no good. Looking for a foul, not going to get one. Council for 3. That's no good. In and out. Knocked away and out of bounds. It'll be Washington basketball.
Good shot in transition, just didn't fall from Melvin.
So 19-point lead for Rochester. Still 6 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. First half. 3, corner, good.
First outside shot they've made in a while, but then they don't get back. Oh.
Forey with the big 3 there. Put some points up here if they can get it to go. That's no good. Ill-advised shot there.
Yeah.
Trying to rush it, did Wells. Biggs, scoop layup, nope, blocked. Nearly out of bounds, but saved. That's a nice behind-the-back dribble play, and they say it was a travel.
Got a little, carried it a little bit there.
Yeah.
When he spun back.
I thought it was a good play, but then again, I'm not reffing this game. I'm leaving refs alone. 5:31 left to go here in this first half. Rochester leading it by 16 points. We'll be back with more of the first half coming up next here on the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network. Only a field goal? They only got a field goal out of it?
6-0.
I hate that. Back-to-back field goals. You gotta make sure you score touchdowns on these guys.
Yeah.
He has Nelson, but who else does he throw the ball to?
The wide or the big tight end.
The tight end?
His name. Reggie. Isn't it Reggie Rogers or something like
Rogers?
that?
Yeah, doesn't he throw? It's like Rogers and Rogers.
Yeah.
That's it. Wow. He had a hell of a core for a long time. I don't know. You can't pay a quarterback and a receiver, what?
Yeah.
Man, he had some good receivers. That's the hardest thing, boy. You can't keep the quarterback and the receivers. Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena. 5:31 left to go here in the first half. Rochester leading at 38-22. Tariq Spence, John Boone with you here today as the RazorSharks try to make it 2 in a row here in the early season for 2017. And for the Warhawks, this is their first game from what I'm looking at. So they got a lot to handle with your first game out of the season is the Rochester RazorSharks.
And your first game as a franchise playing the defending champions on their court. Tough task.
So Rochester with possession.
Again, Coach Iverson staying with his bench. Got 5 subs in the game still.
Chichester trying to get low to Holmes. Out of bounds off the fingertips of Sidney Holmes.
It's a tough catch when you want that post player to stop moving before you make that pass. It's a tough, with the defense on you and everything, trying to move and catch it. It's a tough catch sometimes.
Down low. Wells runs into Chichester. Foul called. Is it Holmes or Chichester? Holmes. So Sidney Holmes will call for the foul.
Also foul on the Sharks, number 33, Sidney Holmes. His first, team's third.
The Warhawks, they can keep finding a little bit of offense. They can keep creeping back into this.
Yeah, 16-point deficit. I've seen them get wiped away very quickly in the Premier Basketball League. But it doesn't help if that's your set.
Yeah, not a good offensive possession there.
That doesn't help wipe away deficits. That only adds to them. And with 4:48 left to go in the first half, the RazorSharks using a lot of guys off the bench right now, with Biggs, Chichester, McGill, Council, and Holmes. Holmes tried to get the shot up, blocked, reverse layup, he's fouled.
Good cut to the basket, and Melvin did a good job of finding him. Like to have seen him go up on the left side. Might have been an and one.
See here on the replay, Council. And no-look pass, trying to get it down low to Holmes. Couldn't get it to go in. First free throw is good.
Again, no starters on the floor. He's been using the bench a lot this quarter.
It's a good thing now.
Shows your depth, that's for sure.
Yeah. And just like that, Jordan gets up and sits down right near us. Check back in. 4:20 left to go here in the first half.
Good defense by Chichester.
Boy, the Warhawks just can't buy a bucket here today. Back the other way, Council driving in. Slowing that speed up. Pull-up jumper. That's no good. Front rim. Biggs with it. Over to McGill. Resets the offense. Down low. Council. Turnaround jumper is good. It's a flat shot, but it goes down. The results are the same.
Rochester just out hustling the Warhawks on that possession, getting multiple chances to score, and finally cashing in.
Phillips running into trouble. Swings it back out. Three is no good. Front rim. Warhawks get it back. Drive. Knocked away again. They just cannot get it up and over the rim. McGill blocked out of bounds.
Checking in for the Sharks, number 14, Jordan Rainey.
And for the RazorSharks, Jordan Rainey back in, and Chichester will take a seat. And 3:22 left to go. 20-point lead for the RazorSharks as we close in on the first half. Biggs, really thought about it down low.
Oh, nice pass by Jordan.
Jumper is good. That's just reading a guy's eyes, practicing with him.
And no ball pressure either, so he's able to see everything.
RazorSharks have always had a lot of players, high basketball IQ, on their team. You know, and guys that know where to be and get adjusted very well.
And Jordan does a really good job of seeing the floor. And again, if you allow him, which the Warhawks did there, no ball pressure, he'll pick you apart and find the open man.
It's just, I don't know if it's the arena. I have heard this before, and I'm not sure if Washington's got it, but I have heard of guys not being able to adjust to an environment. It's too open.
Yeah, well, your depth perception's off because you're used to shooting sometimes in the gym where there's a wall right behind the backboard.
Now, I don't know if that's happened in Washington or they're just not being able to make buckets. But it's just very rare to see a team, which I'm sure is better than this, miss that badly.
Oh, airball and free throws, that's not a good thing.
No, it's just not. That's something you see a lot.
No, not at this level at least.
So that's the only thing I guess I can come up with is that, you know, sometimes the room, not so much that they can't handle the crowd, the room may be too big. 2:35 left to go here in this first half. Rochester leading it 46-23 against Washington. You're watching the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network.
shot it better down here the second time we played down here.
Oh, really?
So like if we played like a sectional semifinal game, we wouldn't necessarily shoot it well, but I knew we'd shoot it well in the finals the second time down here. Especially my last couple of years.
How do you overcome that? Do you just get out early for practice? And just
You can try, but and you try to get up as many shots as you can to adjust, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it's happened to a couple of guys where they're just like, you don't understand. This guy doesn't miss the gym. I'm like, I would have, I've seen him play. He looks terrible.
Well,
Danny.
I think that
Weird.
missing free throws, I don't think is depth perception, but shooting jump shots.
Oh, really? So the three guy would have a problem with it, as opposed to the free throw guy.
Trying to adjust, yeah.
Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, 2:35 left to go here in the first half. Rochester leading it 46-23 over the Warhawks of Washington. Warhawks yet to get that offense humming. See if they can get that started here.
Struggling making jump shots, and they've had some open looks. They're just not making anything.
23-point deficit is what they're looking at. Oblani layup is no good. Ivy, corner, three. That's a lot of trust. The guy in the corner make that three. He comes down with it.
Nice find by Biggs.
Turnaround jumper is good. So Farrar able to get two back. Biggs, no look pass. McGill and one, no.
Nice seal by McGill. Nice find by Biggs to get it inside.
So McGill hit the line and shoot some free throws. As you can see here on the replay. Then no look pass to McGill. Got some guys up in the air, and they stayed there for a bit. Foul.
He did a nice job of getting the defender on his back, and Biggs did a great job of finding him.
Second free throw is good by McGill. Rochester up by 25. Minute 50 left to go, first half. Farrar swings it back out. 10 on the shot clock, and the Warhawks are being harassed defensively. Finally gets that to go. Big shot there by Trowett. Biggs thought about a three, got his man in the air. Dribbles in, down low, McGill. And one. No foul call. In traffic, gets it to go for two.
And again, early offense, penetrating, kicking, trying to find something, and it keeps working.
Biggs off the turnover to Council, in for two. Boy, way to stay with him defensively, and a foul called. Really, it's interesting for Biggs. RazorSharks do this. I've seen Coker do it. They don't leave their feet that quickly. They kind of stay, okay, all right, let's see where you go. Let's see where you go. I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to jump.
I guess he might have come down a little bit and got him, but it was pretty good defense by Jordan.
First free throw is good. So Ryan Osei, second free throw is good.
Problem with Washington, the offense is far and few between.
Tough when you're not making jumpers. You can get them from the line, but you need a whole lot of fouls in order to do that. Biggs over to McGill. Less than a minute to go. Jumper, no good, in and out. Rebounded by Washington. Back up the court they come. Less than 40 left to go here in the first. Three, no good, in and out. Really. Rebound. Biggs will get it across midcourt. Thought about it. Turn, spinning. And he is fouled.
I guess Washington might have been trying to go 2 for 1 that last possession, but that wasn't when you're struggling offensively to shoot the contested three is not what you want. Good move here by Biggs.
Biggs, jumper's no good, hit front rim. He can laugh about it now as he goes back on to play defense.
Easier to laugh when you're up 25.
Yeah. Foul called on the rebound.
This is on the Sharks, number 14, Jordan Rayleigh. His second, team 6th. That foul brings back to the line number 32, Brian O'Shea.
Rayleigh just let his man go around him and get the offensive rebound and ended up fouling him. Well, Beanie making a living at the free throw line.
Yeah, well, that's how they're getting their points. That's no good. Rebounded back the other way. 8 seconds left to go. They tell John Ivey with 6 seconds, 5. Counsel for 3. That's no good, and that's the way the first half's going to end. So the Rochester RazorSharks with a 24-point lead at the half, 54-30 over the Washington Warhawks, and the Warhawks will try to find that offense at halftime. Thank you for those watching on the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network. Whenever you're ready. What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have? Rochester RazorSharks leading it by 24, 54-30 over the Washington Warhawks. Therese Spence and John Boone with you here to take you the rest of the way in the second half. John, the story speaks for itself when it comes to rebounding. Both teams pretty close, but it's just the shooting for Washington has just not been there. And Rochester looks like they haven't lost any steps from their opening night win against the Hurricane.
No, shooting has been very poor on the Washington side. 1 of 13 from the 3, shooting 23% overall. And the ball's just not moving either. Even on the few field goals that they have, they're not getting a lot of assists. It's a lot of one-on-one, and it's just not working for them against a team as talented as the RazorSharks.
So for the Rochester RazorSharks, they have the next half to sort of look forward to, in the sense that you'll probably see a lot of guys that are looking for time off of the bench to play. And for the Warhawks, it's just finding their shots. If they've got them, they've got to make them within this third quarter. If they don't do that, it's going to be a long way to come for a loss.
Yeah, they got open looks. They just weren't making any. And in terms of the RazorSharks, not one starter played more than 12 minutes in that first half. So a lot of guys have been getting a lot of looks already. And, I think Coach Iverson's really, these first couple games, trying to find out what type of depth he has. And, when they get into the closer games, guys that he can rely on for key minutes.
So we'll see what happens here. As you can see, everything just about even. The assists for the RazorSharks, obviously that much better. But the shooting percentage for the Warhawks is the glaring thing there. Field goals have been terrible for them. Only 10 makes in 43 tries. It's just not acceptable and just not winning basketball at all. So we shall see if that turns around. It might go, they might have a better shooting half in the third. But we'll find out in a matter of moments.
They might like shooting at the other end better.
Have you had that happen before, where there's a team that's just like, you know what, this end of the court is just not our end of the court. We need to shoot at the other end, and it's a complete 180?
No.
Thank you for the honesty.
Yeah, just hope, maybe. You might say that at halftime. We're going to switch ends. Maybe
we'll see if that happens.
The shooters.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens here tonight.
Yeah.
That's funny. So Washington will have possession first here in the third. And Phillips will get across midcourt.
See if they can get better ball movement so they can get more open shots.
Not shots like that.
No.
As you were hoping for something totally different than an air ball.
A contested jump shot.
Step back jumper by Coker, no good. Rebounded by Phillips. Back the other way comes Washington. Got to chip away at it if you're going to do it. That'll do it. Now, if you got a lot of those in your pocket, we can cut this bad boy down.
And Phillips kept his dribble alive and was able to create something, an easy bucket.
Corey Ullman. Extra pass. As Coker was caught in between as to what to do, layup or dunk, and it's always a tough situation there with a guy underneath.
Yeah, especially with the body in the way.
Wells has the position. The foul shot does not go, but he'll head to the free throw line.
A little confusion on that, who was guarding who, going back on defense there, and ended up fouling the guy.
So, will inbounds. Phillips with it now. Right wing would crouch on him. Three's no good, and that's just been the night for Washington, just not able to hit from outside, especially threes.
Yeah, but not a lot of movement either to create shots in the first couple possessions here.
Meanwhile, James Helton shooting very nicely from outside. Pick set there. Phillips gets Therese, pullback jumper from the lefty is no good. Back of the iron. Rayleigh with the rebound. Helton, he's been the one destroying off the dribble and driving towards the hole. Helton's a hard guy to really guard. Very lanky, very smooth in driving to the hole, and he's got the touch tonight.
Yeah, he's so long, and yeah, like you said, he's very difficult to guard because of his length.
As that gets blocked out of bounds and into the stands.
Too much Washington offense is 2 guys and 3 guys standing around watching.
28-point lead. Scoop layup's no good. Out to the races they go. Crouch, 3 in the corner is good. Jerice Crouch from outside. And one of the Rochester favorites, keeping everybody happy here at the Blue Cross Arena as Rochester extends their lead out. Corner. That's no good. Rebounded by Holmes.
Not a bad look, but you got to make a 15-foot jump shot.
Allman stepping back. Nice no-look pass. Really had it knocked away.
Coker took his man down to it.
And Coker does a reverse layup.
Jordan's getting ready to make his move there, and Coker cut to the basket and brought the defender to him. But
8:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Phillips pull-up jumper. Boy, it's been the back of the iron for him all day today. Just has not been able to get it going. Allman, open court, scoop layup, knocked away, picked up by the Warhawks. And a foul.
But their only offense has been trying to attack the basket and get to the free throw line. But the only thing they had some success with.
Obladi at the line right now. He's been doing his best tonight to keep Washington in it. He's been heading to the free throw line. Has really been keeping it close. And with 8:30 left to go, a big hole, 32 points to get out of. 2 free throws would help.
Well, if you're Washington, you just try to keep plugging away. It's their first game. Try to see what you got.
Front rim no good for Allman. Bloody for 3. That's no good. Coker with the rebound as he skies for it. And off the hands of Allman.
Threw it behind him. Instead of, like we said earlier, leading Corey down the court, Coker threw it behind him and turnover. Yeah, that last possession by Washington, I like the 3 that they got. It's just in transition like that, you just got to knock it down.
Phillips with it, trying to set up the offense here with Crouch on him defensively. Get down low to Wells. Oh. Swinging it around, 3. In and out, no good. Back up the court come the RazorSharks. Crouch weaving through the defense. Down low, Coker.
Great find by Jerice.
And the RazorSharks just keeping their heads up, keeping their dribble up, making that extra pass, John.
And moving their feet. You know, Coker didn't stop moving after the screen, moved to an open area where Jerice could find him for the easy dunk.
Wells. That's no good. Rebound. 3 in the corner. That's no good. Knocked away, picked up. RazorSharks. Allman, 3. That's no good. And Corey's just got to keep shooting him. He's a shooter. Just doesn't have it tonight. Step back jumper by Phillips is good.
That's a tough shot over 6'9" guy coming at you.
You know, we were talking earlier about the floater we saw displayed by Jerice Crouch. That step back jumper also something that has evolved in the game for the guards.
Anything you can do to create space to get that jump shot over, especially the smaller you are, the better that works for you.
Gloves with it. He pulls up, jumper. That's no good, front rim. Allman dribbling by, scoop layup, gets an easy one. So Corey Allman, a fan favorite here at the Blue Cross Arena. Can't get it from behind the arc, so just drives in to score. Blocked there. Put back, no good, and a foul.
Jordan looking around, kind of with it. Oh, was not him.
Gotta love those sort of, what, me?
Yeah.
I can't believe that you call that one on me. 69-36, Rochester with the lead here at the Blue Cross Arena. 5:59 left to go here in the third quarter. Rochester looking good on all cylinders. At 36, Rochester with the lead over Washington and the Warhawks. Tariq Spence, John Boone with you here today at a little under 6 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. And the Warhawks just taking a little extra info now from their head coach as to how to dig out of this one. Try to make it a little bit more closer in the fourth.
I think what you're trying to do, especially the first game, just keep working what you've been working on. Try to figure out what's working, what doesn't work, and get ready to move on for your next game. But, you want to keep playing and see if you can find some things that are going to be successful for you with the team that you have.
Well, making shots, very important for Washington, and have not been able to do so.
A little confusion here.
They shot 23% at halftime.
Well, this is one way to try to come back, have 6 guys on the floor.
That'll do it.
If you can get away with it.
You can't guard 5. It'd be harder to guard 6. Washington. Second free throw is no good. It's just not had a lot of good bounces of the basketball.
No, they just can't seem to get shots to fall when they're open. And
missed assignment. Took a gamble. And Jordan really cashed in on it. Step back jumper is good. So Brian Osei with a step back jumper there. Nearly lost, but Corey Ullman saved it. Jerice Crouch with a good look for three. That's no good. Rebounded by Washington. Back up the court comes Phillips. 5:10 left to go here in the third quarter. Down low, Wells. Wells, pull-up jumper. No good. Rebounded Chichester. Another big defensive rebound. Euro step and in for two. Jerice Crouch.
Nice attack of the basket there, Jerice. Down at this end of the Warhawks, they need to get some more movement. Just doesn't seem like it's been one pass, jump shot, or some type of isolation.
Phillips' pull-up jumper is no good. Back of the iron again. Rebound. Very rare offensive rebound there by Washington. And they get it to go. Nice shot there. Oh, Blighty with a mighty tough shot that went down. And they're going to say foul on Phillips on the arm. 73-41, Rochester with the lead. You can see here the foul on the arm. Back to live action. Corey Ullman gets the shooter's touch. The fall front rim, backboard, and then in.
Shooters keep shooting. Corey will definitely do that. Got one to fall there.
That gets knocked out of bounds.
Bounce pass might have made it through.
So set the inbounds. Mighty will do that. Down low, turnaround jumper, no good. Back of the iron again. Jerice Crouch, Chichester, extra pass. That's good eyes, good vision.
Yeah, nice find by Chichester. Jordan kept running.
As Judge Chichester and Jordan Rayleigh work together. That's committing too, knowing that, these guys have to trust the open man's going to make the shot. That one by Phillips is no good.
Another open look, just not falling.
Ullman, three. That's no good. Tipped, reverse, put back. That man, James Helton's having quite a day today.
Just so active. He's constantly moving.
Helton with the putback and the score. Phillips, double team. Blighty, three. No good. Rebound. Warhawks, put back, no good. Tip, no good. Put back again, no good. Rochester gets away with it. Jerice Crouch, cross court. Corey Ullman for three. That's good. Believe.
Sigh of relief by Corey as he finally saw one of his threes go down.
That is Corey Ullman's specialty. He can shoot from the outside. Picks it up, moves up the court, behind the back. Corey Ullman again behind the back. Scoop layup, no good. Back the other way comes Washington. Stop, pop, three. That's no good, front rim. So a lot of missed shots between both teams. 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Rochester up by 41. Crouch, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Washington. Phillips will take it across midcourt. Corey Ullman greets him and fouls him.
Needed a rest, Corey.
Yeah. You see that a lot in the pros where these guys will foul someone just to get out of the game. So with 1:48 left to go here in the third quarter, Rochester up by 41 over Washington. We'll be back with the rest of the third next here on the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network. Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, 41-point lead for the RazorSharks. Tells you that they're making a lot of shots and Washington's not. Tariq Spence, John Boone with you here today as Rochester looks to go 2-0 on the early season, the Premier Basketball League champions, trying to continue their winning ways. And looks like they're cruising to do it, barring a collapse on Rochester's end, which I just don't see that happening.
No, not the way Washington's shooting it. That's not going to happen. But if you're Washington, you got to keep running offense, trying to find something that's going to work.
Get your system to work. And when you see this team again, you know, communicate a little bit better. Good ball passing. It's just the layups and the outside shooting that's got to be worked on. Crouch thought about it, pulled it back. Council's not thinking, he's shooting. That's no good. And that'll be out of bounds. Rochester, nope. Warhawks basketball. I thought Chichester, I didn't think he knocked it out, but he did. And with 1:15 left to go here in the third quarter, Warhawks knocked away Chichester. He got ball, but got a lot of arm too in hand.
He was ready to go. He wanted to get his little breakaway there.
Yeah, he had visions of a slam dunk in his brain. Call the foul first. Three's no good. Put back is. So Ricky Patrick puts it in for 2 for Washington. Crouch. Allman. Down low. Turnaround by Woodson. And they're going to get a foul.
He's just too big and too strong. If he gets a catch down that low, but the only thing you can do is foul him. You can see he does a nice job of sealing his man here. It's tough for anybody to defend.
The passing for the day, I have to say, for Rochester has been beautiful. I mean, you know, extra pass, balanced pass. Not a lot of careless passing. Obviously, you do have your turnovers, but you know, a lot of good, you know, chemistry, team court work here today.
You don't mind turnovers if they're playing hard and trying to make, you know, a nice play. You know, they're going to happen. You're never going to play a game where you don't turn the ball over. So you just don't want careless turnovers and silly turnovers.
That jumper no good. Off to the break. And the question is, did Ferrara knock it out of bounds or not? He says no. The refs believe him. Yep. So it'll be Washington basketball with 26 seconds left to go here in the third. Ferrara's fouled by Chichester over the back, or around the back.
Yeah, just a little bit. You want to hedge there, but you don't want to put your hands on them. Did a nice job of hedging, but then had to reach.
You can see here on the replay, just a little reach in there.
Yeah, not needed. Guys going east and west.
You will see a lot of guys gamble in a game like this when you're kind of up, kind of like, I'll just go for it.
Yeah.
But that creates bad habits.
Which you don't want.
Yeah, which is what, actually, yeah, you're absolutely right. You don't want.
You know, especially when they're in the bonus here and you're giving them free throws.
And you got to make them, but you don't want them at the line. Allman, the shot clock turned off. We've got 12 seconds left to go here in the third. Allman, pull up three is good. Corey Allman from outside.
Not good defense there. Letting Corey come off the screen like that.
Well, you don't want a three-point shooting specialist having to look at a three. And that's the way the third quarter ends. Rochester leading at 86-44 We'll be back with the start of the fourth quarter coming up next here on the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network.
Basketball shorts, and of course, always famous basketball sneakers. Picking up a ball and trying to score. The first two score will be our winner. All right, gentlemen, on your mark. Get set, go! Hold to the top, inside. Obviously, somehow dressing in the morning. Always out the door now. This ought to be good. Oh, sure. Those games with the shorts that are inside out. Oh, shame on you, Gino. It is even in the sneakers, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be close. Shots up. Off the rim. There it is. For the short. We get one more turn. Off it goes. One more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to almost one at a time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Wolf Lucas and Mason. Nice job, guys. Way to go. All right, man, time to make some noise. You want to
Before Rochester with the lead over the Washington Warhawks. Tariq Spence Shamboom with you here as Rochester will go to 2-0 on the young season. Still plenty of season to go, plenty of ball to be played.
And again, it's, early and you want to be able to see, you got 8 returners, but you do have 4 new guys that you want to be able to see what they can do and put them in different situations and how they work in with the returning guys. So there's a lot of things you can pick up in games like this that can help you down the road.
You know, it's funny, you and I were at practice the other day, and as you said before, just verbal, nothing too chippy, but verbal, in a sense that, these guys just came off of what was a, 50-point drubbing of the Hurricanes, and they wanted it. They wanted it off of a blowout win. You're still seeking perfection. What that's always marveled me about athletes is that, they do things a lot of people can't do very well. That's why they're professionals.
Right.
And then to be able to want it again the next time out.
What's that drive that they have that's why they're playing at this level and aspire to play at a higher level. And, for some of these guys out here, that's definitely a goal, is to play at a higher level.
Foul on a 3, never a good idea, but got to make those free throws. Second one missed.
I was going to say it was the one thing they were doing well was shooting free throws, but
not after that session.
And Chichester and Woodson trip over each other trying to get the rebound. Something you can laugh about in a 44-point game.
Yeah. You just don't want it happening as the season comes down and you play elimination games. Got to continue to talk and communicate. You understand what it's a process means now.
Yes.
Off to the races, Corey Allman left alone for 3. That's no good, front rim. Chichester rebound, up and under. Shot goes and the foul with a little bit of help.
Not the way he intended it to go in, but it went in for him.
And so Josh Chichester, very unusual shot to be tipped by a defender up and still go in. You don't get a lot of those. So he completes the three-point play.
You know things are going right.
Webb gets it over. Down low, Webb. They're going to stay. Did he step out of bounds?
No. Charge.
Oh, charge.
Yeah. Leaving your feet to make a pass, not always a good option because eventually gravity takes over.
Sidney Holmes will check in for Josh Chichester, who will get a well-deserved rest.
They've noticed the first couple games. They have a lot of options of guys that can run the point for them.
Well, Corey now doing it. Council's a guard. He can run the point.
Jerice, John Ivey.
Yeah, a lot of guys that
Biggs. I mean, they've had. It's a nice problem to have when you got a lot of guys.
Ooh, Corey Ullman in and out. He can't believe it. Looking at his hands. Take it away. Webb 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Woodson. McGill, midcourt. It's met by a couple of Warhawks, swinging it around. So Corey is out. John Ivey back in. Rochester leading at 91-44. 10 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter.
The one thing with Corey, a future opponent's going to pay for all these misses because he's going to get that shooting percentage going.
This is a down game. He'll have a makeup game soon.
Oh yeah. Like I said, someone's going to pay for it
Yeah.
because he's going to be making a lot of threes one of these games.
Well, when he first got to the RazorSharks a couple of years ago, he was in a very bad shooting slump, and I talked to him about it. And he had a tragedy in his family, and he was kind of going through that mentally. And just told me, I just got to get back to shooting, and I got to keep shooting. And eventually it did come back. They won a championship. McGill fouled. Shot doesn't go. But as a guy like that he can make threes on consecutive basis. It's just not falling for him right now, but everything else seems to be working extremely well for the team.
Yeah. Oh, like I said, someone's going to pay for it in the future. When you shoot 40% or so, the law of averages is way out. So, if he shoots 10% tonight, someone's going to pay for it in another night when he gets it going. He's too good of a shooter not to get it going at some point either.
Ivey for 3. That's good. John Ivey from downtown.
Nice find by Dominic Woodson off the rebound.
3 by Farrar. Good.
It's only the second 3 they've made.
Woodson, jumper no good. Back the other way come the Warhawks. 95-49. Bounce pass, stolen away by Holmes. Let it off the eyes. Ivey for 3. Bang, bang. John Ivey.
I think he likes that spot.
2 for 2 from the same spot downtown. And with 8:53 left to go here in the fourth quarter, the RazorSharks are putting the pedal to the metal. 98-49. We'll be back with the rest of the fourth quarter coming up next here on Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network.
Cold That's how it's done. No hesitation there. That's 2 for the price of 1 there. That's going on Facebook. Somebody's not impressed. There you go. And that's the Sharks Kiss Cam.
Back at live at the Blue Cross Arena, 98-49. Rochester with the lead over Washington. As the RazorSharks, with 8:53 left to go, are going to cruise to their second straight victory, second game of the year. As the Rochester fans still hanging out for a few more minutes before they know this one's sewn up. I'm sure they know it's a win. It's just seeing the rest of the game here before you have to go out in that snow.
Yeah.
No one is in too much of a rush to leave. McGill has a glance off his hands and he gets it back. Holmes, baseline jumper is good. Sidney Holmes from outside.
And again, using the bench here in the fourth quarter. Guys getting good minutes. Which can bode well for later in the year.
8:09 to go here in the game. That ball is up and in. Nice play by Brian Osei.
Got John Ivey on his back there and made a nice move.
Knocked away, picked up by Holmes to McGill. 14 on the shot clock. Council with it, top key. Down low, Woodson. Fakes, goes up. Can't get it to fall.
Good shot by Woodson. Again, he's so strong down there. Getting guys on his back without a problem.
Three is no good. Woodson, once again, rebound. And Washington's one shot and done. Seen a lot of that tonight. Council, scoop layup is good. Melvin Council with the extension and the foul.
Nice move by Melvin. No hesitation and get to the basket.
See here, great left drive and finishes right-handed in.
Kind of lulled him and hit him with the crossover.
Cross court, three, good. Outside jumper by Trowick. Threes are falling, but a little too late for Washington.
They had a lot of looks like that early in the game, just they weren't making them.
John Ivey feels good. He's picked the other side of the court now to shoot from.
Maybe it wasn't just that spot.
Yeah. So the RazorSharks off to the races. Council, Ivey again. No, front rim.
That was the heat check shot.
Should have stayed on this side of the court. Just made one of those. Foul, charge, Phillips.
Good take by Sidney.
Well, Sidney Holmes plays hard every single time.
I mean, and you like to see that it's still a 50-point game. He's still willing to step in there and sacrifice his body.
Although Phillips had a good point, he was out of the restricted area. Calls just not going. Drops are not falling, and calls aren't going Washington's way today.
It's going to be a cold trip back to D.C.
McGill with a nice extension on the left-handed layup for Rashad McGill.
But this is similar to the other night. It goes from about 30 to 50 in a heartbeat.
Well, it's the RazorSharks are, you got to give them credit. They're a great shooting team here tonight. And that's 2 games in a row where their offense has been nothing to complain about. Knocked away, picked up by McGill. Down low, Woodson draws a double team, spins around it, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, put back blocked. Ivy thought about a 3. Woodson says give it back, and he does. Dominic Woodson would not be denied.
It was a good find by John again.
That 3 is no good. 5:20 left to go here in the game. Ivy for 3. Bang, bang. John Ivy. Looking good from outside.
His cheering section's loving it.
Yeah. He has one section right behind us, and they love it every time he not only puts it up, but it goes down. That's no good. McGill running the court. Oh, very violent. Oh, can't do that. Yep, they can't get that close to a ref. So 4:49 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Rochester almost had a showboating dunk, but it didn't happen. They'll have to just settle for the win. That's ball. It's ball and arm, but ball. Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena, 4:49 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Rochester RazorSharks will come away with a win. 112-57 is where it stands now. And Rashad McGill will inbounds. Biggs thought about it, pulls it down, gets it out Holmes. McGill. Floater, no good. Back the other way comes Washington. That was a crossover that just didn't go over.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice. McGill to Biggs. Rashad McGill was nursing that thumb/wrist last game. Seems to be feeling a lot better now.
Yeah. Still has a tape, but it's definitely not affecting his game today.
And that's going to be a foul on
John Ivy.
I guess Ivy, yep.
Got him for a reach.
So Washington to inbounds, and they do. Phillips with it. Ivy on him. Now a switch and a double team. Phillips calls the timeout. And he got it before the jump ball.
Good double team.
So Washington with a timeout. 4 minutes left to go here in the 4th. And now they want a full timeout, so they'll take a full one.
Trying to work on things. That's all you can really do at this point.
Well, I mean, you run your offense. You're right. Try to get some guys some playing time. Haven't seen a lot of starters back out there for Washington. So you get your bench guys out there, see if they could, give you some points.
And again, being their first game in a new franchise, they're, still probably trying to find themselves too. So it's, it's good that other guys are getting minutes here to kind of see what you have.
Well, we'll see what happens as the last few minutes of the game. The RazorSharks doing the same thing too. I mean, not any starters out on the court now for Rochester, so they're running their system, getting these guys more playing time, more acclimated to it. We get to a point at the end of the season, preferably the playoffs, where if any one of these players are asked to step up and play a key role, they'll be able to do so, knowing the offense very well.
And you hope it doesn't happen, but if you have injuries, which are always a possibility, you've got guys that have played good minutes already. It also helps you.
Inbounds. Washington with possession. Knocked away. Ivy went for it. Phillips. And not paying attention to the shot clock. That's not a time you want to inbounds and just stand there. You want to inbounds and move a lot faster with the shot clock.
Yeah, I don't think anybody from Washington realized how much time they had left on the shot clock there.
Got to talk. Communication's key. Woodson wants a three. Brought it back down. Ivy back to Woodson. Wells on him. Jumper. No good. Holmes trying to crash the board and gets it. Swinging it around. Ivy left open for three. Ouch. John Ivy from downtown. Right wing, left wing.
He is definitely feeling it the second half.
And Rochester has opened up a 60-point lead. And you were mentioning it before. It can get away from you very fast if you're not paying attention. And Washington just didn't have their offense tonight.
No.
It's one of those situations where they didn't have enough offense to compete with the RazorSharks.
And their cold shooting early doomed them quick.
Wells against Woodson. Hook shot is good. One of the shots I'd like to see come back is a hook shot. Very hard to defend. John just taking a
little
chuck
out of control,
of it.
yeah.
Chucking it up to see what he can do. Holmes to Ivy. 2:30 left to go here in the game. Biggs. Woodson for three. That's no good. Front rim. McGill put back, and he's fouled.
Dom wanted one last possession, so he decided to take it this possession. The three.
And with 2:21 left to go here in the fourth quarter, Rochester cruising 117 to 59. We'll be back to wrap up the fourth quarter in this game next here on the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network. Back here live at the Blue Cross Arena. Rochester with a 117-58 lead. And will cruise to their second win in a row. 2:21 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Rochester RazorSharks will win this one, have a few days off before they take on the Providence Sky Chiefs back here at the Blue Cross Arena.
Who they didn't get a chance to see.
Yep. Well, weather I thought was the reason why.
Yes.
And so they will see them on Thursday. And then on Sunday, the 15th, will be the Pennsylvania Dream. So a few more home games before Rochester gets back out on the road towards the end of January into February.
That's nice to get a few home games under your belt early on.
Ivy is fouled. So a minute 50 left to go here in the game, and Rochester getting ready to play out these last few minutes. And had a foul to give, so Rochester will inbound. Ivy with it, pick set. He'll drive and gets it off the front rim and in for two. So John Ivy putting on a display here today, again, for home court Rochester RazorSharks fans.
And he's got his fans here.
Yeah, it does. Played here in Rochester, then went off to Brockport, not too far from Rochester, played there for a number of years. Now back home with the RazorSharks, looking for a championship with Rochester, and who knows after that.
He's off to a good start, definitely, through the first two games.
McGill, pull-up jumper, front rim is no good. Off to the races, and a foul. So foul in the backcourt, and they will inbound. And with less than a minute to go here in the game, Rochester behind the back pass. Now can they score? No. Put back, blocked by Woodson.
It's gotten a little ugly here in this last couple minutes.
Yeah. Not much you can do but wait for the clock to hit double zeros or triple zeros. Corner, pull-up jumper, that's no good, waved off. So the RazorSharks inbounds here. 35 seconds left to go here in the game. Biggs will dribble out the basketball for the last few seconds. 8. Can't get it to go. Put back by Woodson is good. Shot clock's turned off. 12 seconds left to go in the game. Biggs try to go for it. Foul.
Yeah, Coach Iverson not too happy with the full court pressure there.
Coach saying, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I mean, you like to see it. They want to play hard, but at the same time, it's game's out of hand.
It's not double zeros yet, and John Ivy will dribble it out. 2 double zeros, so that's a win. Rochester gets it and will improve to 2-0 on the year. 122-59. Rochester with a win over the Washington Warhawks. The RazorSharks will play again on Thursday night here at the Blue Cross Arena against the Providence Sky Chiefs. And then they will play again here at home at the Blue Cross Arena on Sunday, 2 o'clock, against the Pennsylvania Dream. So Pennsylvania Dream and Providence and Pennsylvania over the next 2 games. for Rochester to see if they can come in here and at least put the RazorSharks to the test, John. No team so far has been able to do it.
Not in the first 2 games.
Not the Hurricane and not the Warhawks. Final score here tonight, 122-59, Rochester over Washington. You've been watching the Rochester RazorSharks Broadcast Network.